Good early evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. I had to come to you with this emergency alert. I'm going to show you why in a second. If you want to know what's going on with Dogecoin, please check out the video that just uploaded. Check out the Dogecoin and you. We're going to specifically cover XRP and look at Bitcoin real quick and show you exactly what's going on. So with XRP, you can see we had this move up. While the volume has continuing to decrease. Now we've decreased by 30%. From this move, we have an average of 15.525, 519, 518, but that's in the 30 minute. If you break it down through more, you can do advanced analytics, but you can see the volume is falling through. Even when we have pushes up, we're not getting a volume push. We need volume pushes. We don't have them. Look how dead it is in the 4 hour. Over here, when we had the complete drop, we had 26.9 million, and we had a 19 million average at that point. 27 million. Then we start getting a push up, and you see what happens. You can see the difference in volume, ladies and gentlemen. These candles are so small. This candle right here is 18 million, 18.3 million. This one's 13. This one's 5.9. And this one was starting to push up. Then we break back down and it's a 10.6 candle. A 12.1 million. Now we start pushing up a 7 million, 2 million. 2.3 million. I mean, those are so low. And this is again in the 4 hour. We have no volume. What's going to happen when we have another red candle on this fourth one when it's a reversal? Because we just don't have any strength. And look, even when it pushes up, we have massive pullback on the candles. This section is extremely bearish. So this is an emergency alert. If you're not paying attention, pay attention, because even Bitcoin, when it went up, look how low the volume is. These are supposed to be up candles. So when we dropped in this 4 hour stretch, we had 51.5 thousand Bitcoin on that dump. We had 22,000 following it, 10,900, 8,900. And now that was supposed to be a reversal candle. And then we come back down, because that's when we were coming up. Look how low the volume was. Then 14,600 on a dump, 15,000 on a little farther dump that got pulled up. Now we have three reversal candles, 11,200, 7,200, 6240. You see how it's going down? This has 46 minutes left. It's going to have a hard time getting back up to that 7,200. It needs 1,000 Bitcoin in the last 46 minutes. There's no buying pressure, which means after a while, the sellers are like, or the holders are like, you know what? We're not going nowhere. It's not even worth holding. And then they start selling it. That's how you get back down to that bottom price again, right here. But then, is there any volume to push it up? As of right now, no, there is not. And we could have another crash that falls right through that level. There's no guarantee we're going to have a double bottom. That's what we're playing for, but there is no guarantee with no volume that we're going to have a double bottom. That was a very weak bounce up. Generally, you'll see a much bigger spike in volume, and then it'll crash back down, and then it'll hold that support with ease, and then it'll bounce back up relatively quickly. This was a very slow grind. A lot of wicks that are pulling back. There hasn't been one confluent wick here on Bitcoin that's had up pressure. In fact, it's had more down pressure than up pressure, because every time it goes way up, in the terms of having no volume, Bitcoin went up to 46.8 and got suppressed right back down when this candle opened. And now it's trying to do something, but it keeps getting suppressed back down. Every time it makes a move, it suppresses back down. There's no volume. Could it be setting up for a big manipulated push? It absolutely could be. But let's get some validation before. If you want to have some hopium, let's have a reason to have hopium. Right now, there's no volume. Zero. The volume is coming in so low that it's bringing it down by 1/3. I mean, I was in the 1 minute on Bitcoin watching this recent move up. I'm like, what's the move up? So we look. But what happened in the 1 minute is you can see what's starting to develop here. So we've got 89, 88, 88, 88. I mean, the amount of Bitcoin being sold right now is we've gone down drastically. And there's not much we can do until we pick up some volume. If it keeps like this, we're just going to continue to come down. This is just your first level to get us down to here. What we need to do is get down to here. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. But that's where we're trying to trend down to. And it very well could be that the next drop comes way the fuck down here before we ever get any kind of real bottom that we can work with. So that's what I would be looking for in Bitcoin. I'd be looking for a second equal dump to get down to that 38,000 mark, in my opinion. Because it could get ugly. Even the hold candle today, it was very weak. Algo, it's trying to make a push up. And when I was watching Algo, you can also see Algo. It's starting to trade now. And we're trying to see if we can hit that top line one more time. But once we do, if you start looking now, look at the 4-hour candles. 55, 44, great. 64, fantastic. 33, it cut in half. 29, now we're starting to cut in half on volume. Now something's going on here. And with that push down in volume, we're having crashing volume, as you can see from the top, and yet the price came back up. So that's showing a very bearish sign. So if you have these gains, as I've been saying, make sure you're paying attention, because that's now 41%, 42% it rocketed back up to. Don't sell yourself short. Look at the market conditions. Make sure you're profiting, and then if it does retrace and you get into a good spot again, get back in. Paper gains are paper gains until you sell out and have them in your pocket. Nothing worse in the trading world than having only paper gains to show for everything. So even if you can only take out 42% and let the other 58% ride, do what you got to do. Or take out 50% to cover your costs that you paid down there. Then you play with house's money. Keep 42% in if you want to gamble. Keep those profits in. It's a hefty fund. If you put $1,000 in, keep 420 in, pay yourself 580. Then if it goes up another 100%, well, there you go. But right now it's on hopium. This market is all hopium right now. So pay attention to what I'm saying. Stay alert, everybody.